Packet, or note sheets. We are now on the back of page 26, part 4. Okay, you guys, it's time now. We need to focus. Ready? All gathering in. We're going to learn our properties of logarithms today. Very simple. When logarithms are subtracted, it means the numbers have been divided. So these two logarithms would get smushed into one, and it would be a division problem. Now notice, there were two logarithms, now there's just one. And we put the subtraction together as a division. That's one of the properties of logarithms. Does that look familiar to you? Remember that from last year? When logarithms are subtracted, it means the numbers have been divided.
Is that the answer?
That's the answer. Yep. Your job is to simply write as a single logarithm. That's what we did. Now, this is a two-stepper. This has to be dealt with first. A coefficient in front of a logarithm becomes an exponent. So anytime you have a number out in front of a logarithm, it can be written as an exponent on the thing you're taking the logarithm of. So this 2 becomes a square. Now, these two logarithms are going to get put together. But they're not going to get put together as a division problem because that's a plus sign. Guess how these are going to be put together? As a multiplication. Your objective is to take the two logarithms and smush them into one. You can't do that until you deal with this. So we dealt with that. Then we squish them together. If it's a plus problem, an addition problem, it goes together as a multiply. If it's a subtract, it goes together as a divide. All right. What do we have to take care of first? This guy. He becomes an exponent. So we have the log of z to the 1/3 plus the log of w. Tell me what z to the 1/3 means. What's that mean? No. The cube root. So this is the log of the cube root of z plus the log of w. Okay, let's back up. Where did the 1/3 go? The 1/3 was a coefficient. It became an exponent. We know that a 1/3 exponent means cube root. Now, these two logarithms have to get smushed together into one. Are they going to go together as a division or as a multiplication? Multiplication. I don't know. I hope you're paying attention. Can't tell today. All right, we've got a couple of things to worry about first. What do we have to worry about first? That guy right there. So he's going here. Everybody see that? And then see that guy? He's going here. I'm keeping the minus. I'm just taking the 3 and making him an exponent. Jack, you paying any attention? Okay. Now what? Let's put them together. That's a minus. So when I write this as one logarithm, only one log now, what am I going to have? A division problem. You still with me? Now, do you think I'm going to let you leave it that way? What do you notice about this? That's going to simplify because this is x4, y4 over x3. What's going to happen? We're going to just have xy to the 4th because those are going to cancel. Can you tell me the answer to E? Bingo, log 28. Why is it log 28? Look at answer E, or problem E. Because the two logarithms are being added, so we're going to multiply. So it would be the log of 28. How about F? Log 2. Because the two logarithms are being subtracted, which means the numbers would be divided. Now, G is an ln. Is ln a logarithm? Yeah, so it works the same way. What will the answer to G be? ln 19 divided by 8. It's just going to be ln 19 divided by 8.
Why don't you put it as log E?
You can. That's the same thing. H has more steps, so I better write it down. What's step 1? These are going to become exponents. So we have ln 2 cubed plus ln 36 to the 1/2. What's 2 cubed? So ln 8. What does 36 to the 1/2 mean?
Square root.
The square root of 36, which is 6. Now we're going to put those together, and it's going to become ln 48. 8 times 6. Everybody okay with that? All right, we have one more section to go. Part 2 is exactly the opposite. Part 2 says break it up. So how would this break up? Bingo, that one, ln x plus ln y, that's it. How did he know to split it up that way? Because this is a multiply. And multiplies come apart as additions. And additions go together as multiplies. How about this one? Log x minus log y. Okay, step 1. Pull it apart. Pull it apart. So it's going to be log x cubed minus log y to the fourth. So stop and catch your breath. You see what I've done? I'm not done, but that's step one.
What if you just like automatically, like what if you just understand it? Because I know it was 3 or 4.
That's fine. You can do it in one step. I'm doing it in 2, but you can do it in 1. Now, as soon as you get them pulled apart, what's going to happen to that 3? Where is he going to end up?
In front of the log.
In front. So 3 log x minus, 4 log y? Any ideas? Oh, you're skipping steps there, Ashley. Good work. Ashley says, I'm going to think of that 5th root as a 1/5 power. Isn't that what a 5th root is?
Yeah.
And then I see a power, so I'm going to pull it out in front. Now, Ashley did that all in one step. It's fine with me if you want to do it in one step. We're not done though. Then pull this apart. That's a multiplication. So when I pull it apart, it will become an addition. So I'll have 1/5 log x plus log y. Do I need these parentheses? Yeah, because that 1/5 has to go with both of these. Take a shot at this one on your own. It's a little bit complicated, but see if you can get this one on your own.
Will you be subtracting it instead of multiplying it?
If there's going to be a subtraction in there because it's a division problem. So we're going to have this minus this.
So this is 1.
Okay, so let's make sure everybody's got first step. You've got the log of the fraction. So it's the log of the top minus the log of the bottom. Now we got to work on this.
Wouldn't it be 1/4 log x?
That's x to the 1/4, which means the 1/4 is going to come out in front. So that's exactly what it would be. Now, I need you to pay attention. There's no parentheses in this problem because it's only with the top number. This was with both numbers. This radical is only with the top number. So the 1/4 is only hooked to the x part. That's a little tricky sometimes. All right, see what you can do with F. We're almost done. You guys are good. What'd you do with the top one? It is a 1/5 exponent. It's on both the x and the y. So it's going to pop out in front. And now I got to pull that apart. It's a division. So it'll be a subtraction. Do I need my parentheses?
Yeah.
Because the 1/5 has to go with both of them. 1/4 only goes with the x. Here, the 1/5 goes with both of them. How about this guy? So let's say log of 100 plus log of x squared. Isn't this a multiplication right here, kids? So I'll pull it apart. Addition. What's going to happen to this guy? So that's going to be 2 log x. Now here's where Mrs. Ford gets really tricky. You need to evaluate that. That means the log base 10 of 100. I want to know what that equals. What does that right there equal? 10 to what power is 100? So this is 2. Here's the answer to that question. That's tricky. That's A students
Is
right
that
there.
because you have an x right there, you put it as an x squared, and then you just have 2 right there.
Okay, when you take the logarithm of something to the power becomes a coefficient.
Yeah, I see that.
This came from solving to see what that is, which is what you did on the quiz.
Yeah. Okay.
So I just buried that in there. One more. Log x plus log x. I'll have to look at it. I don't think that's right. I don't understand what you mean. I'll look at it. I want to do one more problem. Ellen, 30 EQ. Here we go. Last one. Gonna split it apart. ln 30 plus ln EQ. So ln 30 plus 3 ln E. Now, again, this is the A student problem. This is one for all those of you who want A's. ln E. What does that equal? Right there, just that. What does that equal? Log base E. So E to what power gives me E? 1. So that's 1. So I have ln 30 plus 3 times 1. ln 30 plus 3 is the final answer. The A plus answer. We're gonna go. Okay. Your homework tonight is problems like that. Your homework is this kind of stuff.